This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Hi, good evening and welcome to Sports Monday. I am Julian Gibson. Yesterday, the B3 is named their track and field Carifta team for 2017. Our Charles Fisher, who will be traveling with the team, tells us who are those lucky track and field athletes.
Julian, it's a 65-member team headed to Curacao. Under 18 female, Divine Parker, Megan Morse, Tanisha Anderson, Gabrielle Gibson, Amelia Peterson, Laquel Kente, Taylor Walters, Latia Sanders, Jada Knowles, Candisha Ingram, Kennedy Culmer, Wendira Morse, Marissa White, and Tyler Gray. Under 20 girls, Deja Morse, Charisma Taylor, Laquel Harris, Tiffany Hanna, Renee Brown, Sasha Wells, Quanisha Marshall, Gabriella Shannon, Kimona Wilson, Blair Catlin, Rashawn Darling, Chelsea Smith, and Jean J. Wanda. Under 18 boys, Adrian Curry, Joel Johnson, Devon Wimps, Corey Sherrod, Tyrell Sims, Ryan Bethel, Sean Miller, Benjamin Clark, Jalon Dames, Sean Roll, Michael Angelo Bullitt, Jordan Lewis, Bryant Lowe, Trent DeVoe, Shaquille Higgs, Edward Gale, Gareth Lewis, Kendrick Major, Oscar Smith, and Matthew Thompson. Under 20, Javon Martin, Devontae Mott, Holland Martin, Kyle Alcine, Giles Etienne, Brandon Roll, Romel Poitier, Devon Clint Roll, Tamar Green, Caron Dean, Bradley Domias, Michael Stewart, Lovato Henfield, Alexander Starr, Philip and Brister, and Glenn Knowles. B3's boss, Rosemando Carey.
We are pleased that we will be taking down a very strong team that will be in contention. We believe that with this team that we have, that we will surpass the goals of last year. You will know that when we go down to Carifta, we will be accepting the flag for Carifta for 2018. So we are absolutely looking for a good showing, and we do believe that with this team that we selected, we believe that we will have a very good showing down at Carifta.
Once again, the Carifta Games are set for Curacao the Easter weekend. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
And if you love track and field and you love to see the youngsters compete, I'm talking about the preschoolers. Tomorrow, they will have their track and field classic at the University of the Bahamas, and all the preschoolers will be showcasing their skills.
We have 22 schools that are competing for the top prize. Last year, Galvantines Primary, my school, won the 4-year-old division, and Coconut Grove Preschool won the 3-year-old division.
Well, some good news. That area between the Sports Center and the University of the Bahamas, naming ceremony taking place this morning.
The return of the investment we're making in the University of the Bahamas and everything we do to bring a concentrated focus on the university, naming roads, naming boulevards, creating a tremendous reputation in sports, which includes swimming, which includes track and field, which includes football. Because in today's world, they are now important elements in the economy of countries. And in this region, Jamaica, foreign exchange is impacted significantly by that. I directed the Minister of Sports to start a long swath of grass. I have always been a very strong believer in university and its impact on the student body, and to recognize that there would be a difference between the College of the Bahamas and the University of the Bahamas.
Well, switching to regatta, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Class C regatta wrapping up yesterday at the Montague Foreshores. King of Knights, your Class C champion.
Competition was kind of stiff. We had Clyde Rowley, who was trying to get in the way a few times, but we really wasn't worrying about them because at the end of the day, our points add up. So we just was sailing the finish to make sure we cover our first place. But Irene Goodnight is no competition with the King of Knights. So our competition is only the Witty Cake.
It's first time. It's awesome, man. Awesome to be taking part in such a cultural activity and representing awesome team. Good captain.
The young guys them do a good job. Stefano, Derek, Moxie, the rest of the crew. They do a good job, the young guys. I was the veteran sailor on the crew, and I showed them some tactics, and then we come out the winner.
Good experience, had a good time, We had a little challenges, but it all turned out good.
Now for government officials, all of those on hand, headed by National Security Minister, the good doctor, the Honorable Dr. Bernard Nottage, they was pleased with the turnout of this one.
In spite of it all, it shows you the talents that they have, that they can do all of their duties and they can still come and provide an opportunity for Bahamians to enjoy being Bahamians. God bless you, sir. I want to thank you all for coming, and I trust that when we have the next event, you'll be giving it even more support.
I hadn't remembered anything like this happening under the auspices of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force since I was minister. I want to congratulate Brother Bethel and his team, supported by Reverend Dr. McPhee and so many others from the regatta desk at the ministry, Cindy Gay, Rene Glinton, etc., 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 for pulling this off. This has been a successful event.
This was a phenomenal event on the shores of Montague. I mean, in the history of regatta, we are right up there with it. I told them at the beginning, we're going to be better than the best. So the best of the best, we were better than the best of the best. I told them that at the beginning.
Still talking sailing, having one organization to govern sailing in the country is on the minds of many sailors. Will it happen?
What we have done is we started discussions, that would have been last May, and there were two guiding thoughts that we would have put in place. One, we wanted to unify sailing, sloop sailing throughout the country. And then secondly, we want to work towards sailing to becoming the national sport of the country. And to that end, what we would have done is we would have made contact with persons, sailors throughout the country. We have been having meetings almost every month, and we have discussed quite a few ideas that we want to see implemented. And out of our discussions have come what we are going to call a proposed constitution for a federation, because we realize that we need a governing body for sloop sailing in the country that would cover Abaco to Inagua, wherever regattas take place.
Well, that's all the time for Sports Monday. Once again, I'm Julian Gibson. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight continues after the break.